Terrorism, a problem faced by the entire world, now needs joint global efforts in counter-terrorism. Carrying the same spirit forward, India and the US now have joined their efforts to counter terrorism. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi, on his recent state visit to Washington, cemented this, the India-US alliance against terrorism. A report.
Along with having solid economic ties, India and the US also cooperate in the fight against terrorism. After US President Joe Biden met Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the White House, both sides strongly condemned the use of terrorist proxies, cross-border terrorism, and all forms of international terrorism. Both sides called for the perpetrators of 26/11 Mumbai attacks and the Pathankot attacks to be brought to justice. India and the US exchanged views on the threats posed by UN-designated terror groups and emphasized on concerted actions against terrorist networks and called on Pakistan to ensure its territory was not used as a base for militant attacks. While addressing a joint sitting of the US Congress, PM Modi spoke about the pressing danger of radicalism and terrorism. In a strongly worded statement, he stated that there cannot be any ifs or buts in dealing with terrorism and sought action against state sponsors of terrorism in a veiled attack on Pakistan.
More than 2 decades after 9/11 and more than a decade after 26/11 in Mumbai, radicalism and terrorism still remain a pressing danger for the whole world. These ideologies keep taking new identity and forms, but their intentions are the same. Terrorism is an enemy of humanity, and there can be no ifs and buts in dealing with it. We must overcome all such forces sponsoring and exporting terror.
Following the joint statement of the US and India, Pakistan Foreign Ministry stated that it was stressed US should avoid making any statements that may be interpreted as supporting India's unfounded and politically motivated narrative against Pakistan. Soon after, the US responded to Pakistan. The US State Department called on Pakistan to disband all terrorist groups, including Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, Al-Qaeda, and Hizbul Mujahideen, and their associated front entities.
We do recognize that Pakistan has taken some important steps to counter terrorist groups in line with the completion of its Financial Action Task Force action plans. This includes the arrest and conviction of Sajid Mir. Moreover, we commend both Pakistan and India for continuing to uphold the ceasefire along the line of control. At the same time, however, we have also been consistent on the importance of Pakistan continuing to take steps to permanently disband all terrorist groups, including Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, and their various front organizations. And we will raise the issue regularly with Pakistani officials and will continue to work together to counter mutual terrorist threats, as we discussed during our March 2023 CT dialogue.
Pakistan remains safe havens to terrorists and terror financing activities. The country has taken no significant counter-terrorism measures on its turf. A report by the US in the past has highlighted activities of terrorist groups active in India, most of which were Pak-based terror outfits. The terror group Lashkar-e-Taiba remains active in Pakistan and continues to disturb peace and stability in the India's Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. In another report, US Counter-Terrorism Bureau highlighted Islamabad's meager progress in dismantling terror outfits. In recent months, terror outfits in Pakistan continue to target civilians and cops in cash-strapped Pakistan. According to US congressional report, Pakistan is also home to 12 foreign terror organizations, 5 being India-centric, including Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed. US officials have also identified Pakistan as a base of operations for numerous armed and non-state terrorist groups, some of which have existed since the 1980s. From radicalization of its youth to training and arming them for anti-India activities, Pakistan continues to keep terror outfits as part of its statecraft.